Hello, I'm doing a book review, and the book I want to review is Darkfall by Dean Koontz. Now, Darkfall was published in 1984, and this book also goes by the title Darkness Comes. Now, the basic plotline of Darkfall is it's about a voodoo priest who has a personal vendetta against a crime family, so he summons all these little demons to go after the crime family, and the book follows this New York City detective who's investigating these murders, and obviously at first he doesn't realize that there's something supernatural going on, but he notices that all the victims appear to have been bitten to death by little animals, and what ends up happening is eventually this detective finds out what's actually going on, and him and his children end up becoming a target for this voodoo priest, and that's the basic plotline of Darkfall. Now, I really enjoyed Darkfall. I thought it was a really fun read. Now, I can't necessarily say that this was a great book. Like, I definitely wouldn't consider this to be one of Koontz's best books. Like, I would not rank this along with his books like Watchers or Twilight Eyes. Like, it's definitely nowhere near as good as those books, but it's still a very fun read, though. Like, you know, some of the dialogue in the book is a little cheesy, but I thought the book was very fun, though. Like, if you're looking for a time waster, like a quick read, I would definitely recommend it. I mean, it's not a great book, but it's still a very fun read. And I did really like the main character of the book, the detective. I thought he was a very likable character, who you also feel sorry for because you realize that a year or so before the events of this book, his wife died, so he has to take care of his two kids by himself pretty much, which is also kind of hard for him to do considering that he's also a cop. And in the book, he also has a female partner who he starts to develop a romantic relationship with, and in the book, I actually felt like those two characters, like, they had, almost like a Mulder and Scully kind of relationship. Like, if you've seen The X-Files, and if you've read this book, you could kind of see the parallels between Mulder and Scully and these two characters in the book. And this book, of course, was written way before The X-Files came on TV, but, you know, they almost had, like, they reminded me a lot of Mulder and Scully, actually. And the little demons in this book, they reminded me a lot of the Ghoulies from the movie Ghoulies, like, and I don't think Koontz took any inspiration from that because this was written before the movie Ghoulies came out, but the creatures in this book, if you've ever seen the movie Ghoulies, like, they're similar creatures to those creatures from that movie. Also, the creatures in this book reminded me a little bit of the movie Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, which was an old 1973 made-for-TV movie about these little demons that were coming out of a fireplace, and the creatures in that movie, the creatures in this book, they're similar to the creatures from that movie. But yeah, that's my review on Darkfall by Dean Koontz, and bye.